there's lots of ways to show your rage, you know, at the injustices of life. And God knows there's so many injustices out there. And, you know, you can do things like, you could write a letter to the editor and go, I'm so angry, right, I'm going to write my letter. Or you could actually, I don't know, you could put a blog on Facebook. You could actually ring up your local member and go, you know, I'm so pissed off. You can do things like, you can sign a petition, because that's the way to show your rage. You can join a blockade. You know, you can have some political action. You can have a fight with Kerry Packer, providing you got the right tracksuit pants. Or if you want to show your injustice and your rage, like, you can destroy a toilet. That's right, a public toilet. It seems that toilet rage has been, I think, a very undiagnosed kind of condition in the community, because it seems like a lot of people are finding their place to show their discontent with the world is here in the toilet. This is my private toilet, but in a public toilet setting where you come in and you'll get really angry and you're like throwing the toilet paper and looking at the flush and kicking it off. And I'm not going to do it to my own, clearly, because I have respect for my toilet. But do you know, I have never, ever, you know, gone into a public toilet. And I've gone to a public toilet, but I've been angry. But I've never felt this need when I'm angry about injustices like something in the government to go into a toilet and go, right, toilet, I am ripping the seat off now. You know, or to knock down a door, or to actually make like one of those paper mache kind of toilet mounds, where you go like this, you know, you put all the toilet paper, you make a nest, you know, in the toilet. Clearly, if you hate toilets that much, so you're going to destroy them, I don't know why you're doing it, because clearly it takes a lot of time. This means a lot of time. I'm in and out. You know, if I'm angry at the toilet, I don't want to do it, you know. I've never been sitting on the toilet having a poo and thought, Jesus, where's my pen? I really could do with drawing a dick and balls right now and writing something really obnoxious about sticking something in someone's orifice with a giant big dick and balls penis vagina flap. You know, it's just really strange. I find it really weird. I'm wondering whether this toilet rage is like a progressive kind of illness, you know, or is it something that, you know, starts small? Like, did it start? How do you end up with toilet rage? Is it like someone is like stuck in the Freudian anal stage, like they were at the toilet, did a poo, and it wouldn't sink, and so they're completely traumatized because they had to leave the toilet, and people came out, they tried to cover the poo with toilet paper, people saw it, and they, you know, they had a shit that wouldn't sink. You know, that could traumatize the person. Or maybe there was someone that couldn't wee, you know, couldn't wee in public, had wee kind of thing, where, oh, I'm sort of completely freaking out because if I wee in public, someone will hear me. So it's kind of like a stage fright wee thing or something. I don't know, maybe it's that. You know, I wonder if that's how terrorists start. You know, maybe Osama bin Laden started with a little bit of toilet rage. Maybe a little bit of toilet rage started with Osama, and he went in there, he was like, you know, doing the whole kind of toilet sort of thing, and maybe he practiced the Twin Towers by driving a Datsun into like a dunny block, you know, to take out the dunnies. I don't know. All I'm thinking is that I feel like it's a mental health condition that actually hasn't been properly diagnosed yet. I think there needs to be, I Googled, there are no research papers on toilet rage, and it is a clear condition in our community. And there's not a public toilet anywhere that hasn't suffered the rage of someone who really has this thing about toilets. So I think the Abbott government could fund maybe like, I don't know, like call them cubicle counsellors. So you go to the toilet, but in one of the toilets is a counsellor, and they're like sitting on the toilet like this, and then you come down and you sit down and they go, well, how are you? And you get to talk it out, because it's really easy to like let go with your pants off, like very easy to kind of just let it out, to be vulnerable, good place to emote. And when you finish, you just get up, you know the next person knows you're finished because they hear that, they hear a little flush, oh, because you've got to do something about it, you know, because I'm worried this toilet rage could become a progressive illness throughout a community. Like, you start off, I can imagine, because if it's just like a sort of illness where you start off doing public toilets, you can't stop there, because once you've done it, you're going to have to move it on. So maybe you start going to restaurants, and you start going like, maybe like, you know, cafes, hotels, and then eventually you start going to the homes of your friends, and you're going, you know, if someone said, oh, Mandy, do you mind if I use the bathroom? And I go, yeah, sure. And then I come in after you've left, and you've fucking wrecked the toilet, you've gone nuts, you know, you've ripped the toilet out. I mean, I'm going to fucking get the fucking shits. I know, I'm not going to be happy with that. Anyway, I think it's time that Tony Abbott actually took some responsibility in the public sector and actually, you know, had some initiative. It's time that he did something about toilet rage. Otherwise, he's going to end up with shit on his hands. Woo! That's it. Take that, world. Yes! Fuck you all! Yay! This is really quite satisfying. I'm so unhappy with my life. Could be for hours. It's a shame that I have to clean it up. That would actually make sense, wouldn't it? If you were doing toilet rage just as an attention-seeking device, it would make sense to practice random acts of toilet cleaning.